Welcome back to another episode of Find the Line, presented by Against the Grain Design and Print, where we dive into real stories with real racers, the successes, the hardships, and everything in between, with your co-hosts Logan Cipala and Joe Falde. Produced by Luke Cipala, it all starts right here, right now, on Find the Line.
Yeah, and we can do anything. Mama said it's true, and I put that on everything. Mama told me one day I'ma blow up big and I'ma be a king. And my papa told me it's okay to sing when shit hurts. Don't forget your dreams, cause they'll get you through this so-called life they call living, but I call it strange. And I bet I'll do it, cause I'm on my way and strong enough that I can shake the pain. We don't ask for
Woo! All right, welcome back to Find the Line, my handlebar heroes. Oh man, this week we got a few topics to get over. Unfortunately, find out we got some bad news about our hero, the 895. But our guest this week is an absolute icon in this sport. His style, his charisma, his attitude draws you in. Whether you're in NorCal or La Bresse, France, people know him and you want to be like him. Ladies and gentlemen, the 119 Dirty Joe Shipman. How's it going, Joe?
Yeah, great. Geez, thanks, Joel. It's such a nice intro, man. I've done this a few times with you, and every time
a little good, short and sweet.
Feeling there, dude.
Oh no, dude. I just feel like whenever I'm around you, it's just positivity. You're just always going for it. Everybody absorbs that in. I still think every time I see your picture, every time I see you, I think of the first Big Hill Jam, and we were pitted up high. And you're like, yeah, dude, whatever. And you fist pump somebody. And I'm just sitting there drinking a beer and I'm watching you. And you're like weaving through the crowd. And you're like, took a beer from one guy. Yeah, high five, hand clap. Then take 2 steps, hug this guy, high five. I watched you snake through that crowd, have a few cocktails here or there, high five. You were just putting out the aura. You were that little kid on the boat before the little kid on the boat was there. You were just going through that crowd, giving it. And
cool.
I've always I respect the hell out of you for that. Just awesome.
I was like a kid in a candy shop at that event, man. That was like one of the coolest things ever, just for us to be able to compete and and Hillclimb and race, and then to have the guys we've all looked up to as motorcycle fans and motocross fans. So
That's one of those mental pictures that you're never going to lose in your mind. Being a part of that event. That's and cool. You rode great that weekend too. It was even it was a double dip, right? So that's awesome.
Right.
I like everything else that's good that's happened to me. I've drug on 895's coattails, and he's brought me with some of these cool events. And, I never got to meet you until you were well established into your career.
Sure.
And I always just kind of wondered, has NorCal, are you born and raised? Is that where you were originally from, or where are you originally from?
Yeah. I was born in Tracy, where, Carnegie is.
Yep.
And then moved away from there when I was young, and then a little ways away, then moved up here to Northern California when I was like 12. And they've kind of lived here ever since.
Cottonwood?
Yeah, Cottonwood. Okay. And so from, born in Tracy, and that's where my dad was born and raised, and now he lives now, and, got the shop out there at Carnegie back in 2006, which he, just sold, or 2005, it was a 20-year run.
Right.
So that's,
wow.
Yeah. And then we moved, then I was up here and kind of, grew up here, riding and trail riding, and just was always into motocross, and then didn't get into hill climbing until, maybe a little later in life. I was like 19 or so, I think, when I did my first one at Carnegie when my dad got the store in 2006.
Wow.
That's the first hill climb I did. So, so that's kind of how I got into it. But always did motor. I mean, since I was a little kid, 4 years old on a PW50, rode dirt bikes and bicycles and BMX, and kind of did one and the other, and one, did more BMX maybe through my teenage years, and maybe more motocross a little later, but kind of always around 2 wheels,
Cool. Was Big Tone, was he the one, your parents, were they the one that kind of encouraged this? Or
yeah, 100%. I mean, my dad rode his whole life with growing up in Tracy there. He has 4 other brothers and a sister.
Wow.
So, big family. Yeah. And they all rode and raced. So
wow. Oh, wow.
Grandma, old Papa would load up the single cab Dodge they had, and my dad said they didn't need tie downs because they just stacked 5 bikes in. And,
we call that Illinois loading. That's how they do it in Illinois. Maybe a piece of foam here or there. That's about it, right?
Exactly. Use whatever to hold things together. So I mean, they were that. And then my dad, thankfully, was able to kind of pass that along to me and my brother, and just growing up racing and stuff. And then I just always loved it and always stayed into it. And then when hill climbing came around, it was like, oh, dang, we could make a little bit of money and
oh, yeah.
country, and
right.
And I was, competitively good. So that helped.
Wow. So did Big Tone ever hill climb, or was he always just trail and moto?
Yeah, just motocross, strictly
Okay.
motocross. I mean, I don't know that he did too many even cross country races. He'd trail ride.
Okay.
Mostly he was motocross, and he said, in his prime, he was local pro, A rider.
Nice.
This was been in the 70s, guys, like 77
Right.
and all that old Husqvarnas. And so, he was, moto guy. And that's what I really did just growing up, was just motocross.
Okay.
PW50s, 85s, just all that.
Right.
And then later, kind of when I was older, because my dad would never take me to a cross country race, but I went to cross country races when I was old enough to go do them.
Cool. Awesome.
But he definitely took me to every hill climb.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Big Tone was in moto back in they're real badasses because like we're worried about looking like Logan and having that neck brace and maybe something that's not cured, but back then they might just break their leg and never walk right again for the rest of their life. Like they didn't have the ability to get pins and plates and rods and everything else. Like you might never work again if you have a bad get off, right? Like they were real badasses.
Mm-hmm. No, 100%. That's cool. Good way to look at it.
So, I mean, the other thing that's always kind of interesting to me, like growing up and doing that, like obviously you were into bikes, but now you're such a seasoned veteran and hill climb. It's so different, like bike setups, how we build the combos, the suspension, everything. And you guys are basically first generation hill climbers that you have to develop, research, figure all that stuff out. Sure. That had to have been quite the process for you guys then. Was it hard?
Yeah, it sure was. I mean, I could say, I don't know. I mean, the first 3-4 years, I think we made bike changes almost like every hill climb, in between runs or in between classes or just whatever, because we were just still learning. It feels like so good now to can go somewhere and my bike's set up for the weekend. We're not. It hopes to where we're not touching it at all.
Right.
We just go right, But it's fun. It took a lot, a lot of learning and just. More just experience, I think what I feel works. You see what one guy does, and then I do what I do, and it's like, well, I didn't feel that, or it doesn't relate, And some guys can run, it's Austin. He's so good at running, and Petey Krunich at freaking 64-inch wheelbase, and it's like I can't do that, but I can make it work for me. And so just kind of learn what all the how all the bikes are different and. It's just experience. It's pretty cool. It's a knowledge that I'm glad I have, and I don't want to lose it.
I just feel like, obviously in the moto world that you grew up in, there's big changes there too, but they're big little changes. It's the definition of your suspension setup, your tire setup, but you're basically working off the exact same frame as everybody else, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I kind of love about our sport is like your 700 class bike. It's one of a kind, right? There isn't another bike just like that. And you win, you podium, you do so well. And you could take that bike and Logan could ride it and not have as good a luck or have better luck. You have to find the right fit for each exact person. And I love that with our sport, that there's not one answer, right?
No.
If you want to reinvent the wheel, I think that, our friends from Kentucky were building a Ducati twin. Heavy Wrenching was building it for them. Have never seen one. Maybe it'll be the best thing ever. You don't know. And it's that's what I love is you can, if you want to try something, it's completely up to you to pay the money, do the research, and you might get 10 years of unbelievable racing out of this setup. That's what's kind of fun is you don't have to start over every year either. It's
I was just always trying to learn to make traction. It's like, you never want to slow down. You want to always be driving up the hill. So it's like find that happy medium. And that's, yeah.
So when you were trying to find traction, it was a long and windy road. And then when you put that chain wheel on, did you just stop? It's like, I found.
Just run chains once and that's all you need. Yeah. But I guess the smaller, but 450 class, you can move around a lot. But yeah, man, there's not too many times that I don't want to run chains if I have them. Yeah.
I've always been terrified to run them because, I mean, it's just, if something would go wrong, it's going to kill you, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I ran them once.
Like bikes are crazy enough, man.
Yeah, exactly. But it is a life-changing experience. Now, I just want to run them everywhere. I freaking love them. I've
seen. Yeah, you've been chained up lately.
Yeah, it's pretty epic. I mean, for someone like me, I'm not like you or Logan where you're trying to win. I just want to be competitive. And man, it's like the ultimate equalizer. I'm just hoping for dry conditions where everybody else is spinning, and I'm just going to be like a big tractor going up the hill. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I know Logan can remember a few years back at Carnegie in October, You said you'd never come here without medal.
Yeah,
in October. You were mad. That was a long drive.
Your chains saved my championship that day.
Oh, okay, because with the points.
Yeah, you beat Austin, and it set him back a few points. Otherwise, it wouldn't have worked out.
Didn't end up. I was going to ask if it cost you that championship, but it saved
No, that one helped me big time.
Cool.
It was nuts. But yeah, I said I'd never go, and then this spring I almost left without my Bolton Dominator, and that was what I won with on the first day. Yeah. I took my rubber one off, put the metal one on, and I'm like, just don't do it.
Yeah, when that dries, it's the only thing that works.
Yep.
It's unbelievable how different that hill is compared to spring. And
you just never know. It's crazy, but it's like you wouldn't even believe that it's the same hill when you go there each time. Because I've seen it at the most epic and the worst conditions now, and it's hard to believe that it's the same dirt.
No doubt. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're talking about Carnegie, where Joe's a legend, and that place is a whole myth and legend all to itself. And that's where your career started on Hillclimb bikes. And is that Carnegie?
Yeah, it was the first Hillclimb I did. Was back, like I said, 2006, just in the stock 450 class amateur thing on Sunday, and we went and looked at all the extended bikes and just thought it was, like you're talking about how cool it is, just the neatest stuff, and had no clue. And then got some extensions for the 450 the following year, because I won that day in the amateur class. On my stock 450, and it's kind of the rest was history. Just got some extensions for the next one, and we're off. And my dad, obviously having that store, we wouldn't have done it in the first place because we went to a Hillclimb to do it, and then him having the backing of parts and connections and all of that is awesome. And even to this day, with him retiring from it, he's still got he's the relationships he's made and stuff. I think will be good for at least what we need for little bits for the time being of keep riding and racing.
It's so valuable having something like that. Like my grandpa's done it, and he's got the WPS and all the catalogs and stuff, and then just the knowledge that you build up over the years doing it.
Yeah, like I would, search for sponsorships and stuff and see what I could get, and it's like, well, we're gonna get this at cost, and we're gonna get this at, and it's like no need. You're not really tied down, So it was very fortunate, and thankful for the cool stuff
for sure.
Yeah.
When you came to, building the race bikes, was there both you and Big Tone kind of pushing that needle, or who was the one that's like, all right, let's start building some equipment here? Who kind of started that?
Once it was just kind of one step at a time got a 450. And then I had the Yamanda, shortly, like maybe at the same time we had it made, because originally that 450, it was a 450, the yellow chassis Yamaha, that it is now, and I blew it up in the snow on a trail ride, being dumb. Just stupid, trying to ride through, 3 foot of snow. It was kind of iced over, and we were just trying to get back to the truck, and that thing fried.
Yikes.
Ended up blowing it up right there in the snow, left it. we did a rescue mission the next day. Me and my buddies, we went and got it. And I had to tell Dad I blew up my bike, and then it ended up actually being cool because we had a blown up motor we pulled out and put a 500 in there, and that's how that got built. Yeah. So then we had another bike, and a few years later we made it a 600 with that Power Addictions racing motor in it.
Cool.
And really opened it up, and that thing runs. I mean, it's as long as I just keep the carburetor dialed, about service it every year or so, and it's good. It's amazing. I just rode it the other day. It purrs like a kitten. Awesome. Well, not the last time I rode it. It was running so strong. Just I guess it was at Carnegie, or Washington. I'm sorry. I went to the Northwest Nitro or the Washington Nitro Nationals.
Yeah, nice. Yep. I always watch you ride that bike so good, and any carbureted bike, it almost seems like day by day, there's always a little difference in them, right? Like we're so spoiled with our fuel injected bikes. Like those carburetors, they require some love.
Yeah, man, you can really feel it. There's a few times where we let it go and that thing just spit and pop, and I mean, once it cleaned out, it freaking took off, and you're like, okay, here we go. But it's like it's silly stuff, but she's dialed in now. Yeah, it's so reliable of a bike. It's like the 700 class or the Pro Mug class at Motoclimb is, it's the 4-strokes and the big bore 4-stroke. I mean, that's obviously where it's at, but that thing is, my bike's still like so good, and it's like paid for. It's like, man, I wish I could have 3 of them, but there's 3 bikes to choose from, type of thing.
Yeah.
A different bike at a different hill, because not very often I feel like it's, it underperforms. Maybe it's handling wise, I can't race it as fast as I could, like a 4-stroke or my 450 or something, just because the older chassis and suspension and stuff. I can't scrub that thing. I can't really scrub that good anyway, but at least the way I feel it, but other than that, it pulls so hard. It's fun. Yeah.
That's what's fun about our sport too, is I always think, and obviously don't take this in comparison that I'm comparing anybody to the gasser, but you look at Harold Waddell, and he had almost the exact same equipment for 15 years plus, right? And maybe his 450 wasn't the most competitive 450, but his open bike, his 700 bike, they were extremely competitive that whole span up until 2 years ago, winning at Columbus on his open bike and whatnot. And that's cool about our sport, is like they haven't changed the parameters in the class to make them obsolete. And if you've done the time to research them and get them, like you said, how they get traction, how they work, they're going to be to some degree competitive for a very long time. And that's badass. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's what's so fun for people like, the pro riders that have dabbled in and out of the sport. Like Josh has his 850, once that thing's dialed, he can just hop on it and come race. He don't have to build a whole new bike just to come race one race. Like that girl's just sitting in the barn. Yeah. You can get her freshened up and go. I love that in our sport.
From the outside in, it's a lot. Like you got to have 3 different bikes or whatnot, and so much goes into it. But once you kind of do the work and get it, it's well worth it if you're competitive and like it or not. And I think hill climbs are. People can, a good dirt bike rider can, if you get the right equipment, anyone can come and be competitive.
Yes.
Because I go to the motocross track and I get my butt kicked all the time. So it's like, I know you put any of them guys on a Hillclimb bike, and we see it all, with supercross guys coming over and translating easily. So, if catch the fever.
I think it's just a fun sport to come, just have fun with. You can win a little bit of money. You can have a good time. It's about doing that one little section perfect. That's what I just appreciate and love about our sport so much. And it's a freaking spectacle, right? Like you hear the open bike start, you grab a chair, you come watch.
Let's go.
Let's go. It's awesome. Yeah. Very cool. Talking about Big Tone, moving on from Motomart, do we need to, send out? Is he okay? How's he doing? I mean, have you been keeping tabs on him? I mean,
I have.
He's not, he's not tinfoil hatting it or anything like that, is he? I mean, is he okay?
He's okay, man. I'm not too sure what he's been up to other than like working on his pool and the yard and silly stuff. No, actually, it's just all finalized. just a couple of weeks ago, they had a couple months ago, we had a party and retirement announcement and all that stuff, and everyone heard, and then really didn't go through until just a couple of weeks ago. So he was still at the shop and got everything out. So now it's probably really kind of setting in on him. But he's got a bunch of stuff lined up. I'm not sure what he's going to do for work wise. He might just, I have no clue. I don't know that he's going to have to work. I don't know that he's that retired to where he doesn't have to. But he'll do something fun. He's got some time right now he can take off. And he's actually, it's pretty cool. He's got a bunch of project bikes he's going to build up.
Cool.
And they're all CR500s.
Wow.
He's got one he already did. It's an 86, and it's mint. It's actually like one of the only things on his Instagram that he rarely goes to. I think it's Big Tone 119 for the plug. Nice. But there's a picture of it on there. And Kaysen set that up for him. And then he does have it on his phone, and he does use it from time to time.
Perfect. Good.
I like the profile picture is just a Coors Light bottle.
Okay, you found it.
He has 2 pictures on there.
Yeah. Okay, there it is. Yeah, that's
picture.
It.
That 500 is sick, though.
Yeah, all original. Had it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's so clean. So he's got an 87. 287s and like an 85, and these are just chassis with no motor or what. I mean, some of them look a little better than others, but they basically look like shit right now. Yeah. But that's how that 86 looked, and he had the frame, powder coated, that original. It almost looks orange, but it kind of on the bike, the red brings it out. But I saw just the frame, and I thought he was building a KTM. It's literally, like I saw it's as orange as KTM orange is, but he said that's the color of that 86.
That's cool. Yeah, that's really cool.
So he's got that lined up for him, and my parents are gonna move. They're gonna move to Cottonwood. So
nice.
That's
awesome.
I don't know officially when that's all gonna go. The whole store thing, was a big what if, when it was going to sell, how it was going to sell, and all of that. So my parents have been coming up. They've been coming up here because we're about 3 hours away. So they come up for the weekend every couple of weeks or whatever. And cool. Tone's been bringing all those bike parts and all the bike parts and everything from Motomart and all the stuff. We had to get 2 storage containers to hold all of this stuff. So just work like that. And he's fine. He's keeping busy. I know he definitely wants to keep racing, which is cool. I didn't know how it was going to pan out, and I definitely want him there and like having him there and his support and all of that. But he's like, he's definitely it's all about Kaysen though. I'm kind of on the back burner,
right? Yeah,
which I'm totally pretty much about Kaysen too. But I can still ride, so it's like I want to ride.
Yeah,
you're gonna wake up one day and it's gonna be 123 on all the bikes instead of 119, and you're gonna have to find new race bikes.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I don't want to have to do. But I mean, if I have to, then we'll do it. But
you've been demoted.
Yeah, 100%. Oh man, it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'll give him. Yeah, I'll give him my 450, my stalker, and he can ride that one. We're actually,
killing it though.
Nothing's really like 100% happened, but we got some ideas and some plans into where we can. Yeah, mostly I guess it's just the open bike is the hard thing because that's a full build. We can go get a other size bike and build those up pretty easily with some extensions and all that. But you guys know the deal.
Yeah, no, it's
and I don't know that Kaysen's. He's ready. He thinks he is at least. But he actually got to pop his chariot at Washington, and he rode amateur day on the 1000. And he'd done a burnout at my house before, and said it was the fastest thing he'd ever ridden. But then he really got to climb it, in Washington too, where that is all gas and you can let her eat. And
it was going so fast.
Yeah, it was freaking me. Yeah, and he came down though, and he had a very new understanding and perspective and respect for all of us involved. And so I got a lot to learn, Dad.
That's a good way to start.
No, it was pretty cool to hear him say that because he's like a freaking 15-year-old fire breathing what I want to say horny, but I don't want to say that. I mean, he's just adolescence, or it's all, So he's
we were 15. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So he's that way, and
how fun though?
He rode an open bike, and he understood a little bit.
That's killer. And now for you, for Dad, and then Grandpa, for Big Tone, to be there and be a support system for him. I mean, and how cool is that your dad wants to be a part of it, because that allows you to ride. Because you see a lot of guys in your situation where it just gets to be too damn much. If they don't have any other help, you don't have a choice but to quit riding, because it takes a lot, especially when you, like you were saying with Cason's 15, like you don't want him to have to learn some of the lessons. Like you want to be there to help him through some of the, so it's like how cool that your dad wants to be there. And then you guys can, have the world's best 3-pack come at it. Right. And then it's like, you can put energy where it needs to be. So that's killer. Sure. That's so fun.
Yeah. That is pretty neat. Like having him at this stage right now to be able to like be so involved still in the sport, and like share and like show him the lines, and tell him things I wouldn't tell. We're not going to tell our competitors that I'm thinking about, but I have no problem 100% like telling him, and just being able to and he listens really well, and respects what I tell him, and because he's been to Hillclimb since he was 6 months old, so he's been around it. It's in him. It's pretty cool to see, because he rides really good at motocross, and he's there. But man, when he gets on a Hillclimb bike, like he's got that like pro level intensity that like we have, that we're ready to throw down, and he's got that. So you can't. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I was used to laugh at him. Actually, it's really funny, because he would act that way when he was on his 50, and he's like down there in the line, and he's just so serious, and he's just looking at And at the time, I'm like, dude, just go. You're gonna go like 30 feet and fall over. but he was that way. And then now, as seeing him on full size bikes and be that way, and then lay down the fastest amateur time of the weekend up in Washington, it's like, okay, you're fine. It's just funny. I just think about it now when he was little.
Well, that's kind of something that you need to have to be a successful hill climber, is like that. It's almost like a whole different style of intensity than what you get anywhere else. Like you can see some guys just lay down smooth runs, and if you don't have the intensity, you're just always going to be a little bit off. So if he's got it going in,
you got to bring both.
Yeah.
Because you've seen, bring too much intensity and things can go south real fast. Guys hold her wide open. But then if you can find the balance.
Yeah, and if you don't have any intensity, then you're just slow.
Yeah,
it's not a cross country race, unfortunately.
Right. Hey, you made it over.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just fun, like him growing up. He grew up from a baby all the way through it. So you pick that stuff up. He's seeing your intensity. He's seeing you in Big Tone talking, and you as a kid, you don't even know it, but you're absorbing all of that. It's a cool environment to be around, and I think that's where it's fun. Like second, third generation racers, like. Almost they have a little bit more pressure because they know the whole bubble. Like if you've never hill climbed before or never seen what's possible, everything's new. Where when you're second or third generation, like it's a little bit more stressful for them because they know exactly what's possible, but they also have the tools to do it, which is pretty epic, So.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure he wants to definitely be better and all of that. So it's scary. It's like want to live up to the expectations or something, type of thing, which I don't put on him, but he definitely can. He's good. So that's pretty cool.
It's just going to take Jamie Deere to start calling him like Clean Cason or something like that. You're a Dirty Joe. He's got to get something.
Jamie Deere called him Racing Cason.
There we go. Racing Cason. All right, good. He's got a nickname. He's in.
Old Jamie Deere gave him a nickname.
That's epic.
Yeah.
A little off topic, but I saw some stuff on Insta. And is it a friend of yours that owns that Area 51, or is that? I know you've been there.
Yeah, 52.
52. Sorry, Area 52.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry.
Yeah, that's Dana Creech.
And buddy. Axel Hodges was just there. That is insane. Holy balls!
I know, that was pretty neat. Yep. This guy has 200 acres and some of the biggest free ride jumps that have I mean, in the country or maybe the world, I don't know. Like it's unreal. It's like dirt bike Disneyland. And yeah, I'm pretty fortunate to live in the same area as him. And kind of just when I saw that he had the place, this was like 10 years ago when we became friends, maybe a little less, but it was just like, how do I get out there? It's like, oh my God. And, knew about it for a couple of years, and then it kind of just, things happened, and then got invited out there, and, super nice guy. And, I was super eager to help and like understood what it took, just like BMX days of no dig, no ride type of mentality. And he's like that's his main thing is like, if you're going to be here, you're going to like, might have to work your ass off for a day and not even ride, so just that kind of mentality. And he would call me back if I could go after work. I'd go out there and help him, whatever the hell he's doing. Yeah, man, I'll come help you. So I was kind of more of a reliable help hand, but I knew being able to go ride there was the best thing ever. So I had no problem going out there. And yeah, it's like dirt bike Disneyland. He's pretty awesome. He's a really good dirt shaper, worker, dirt works. I mean, he knows all the dirt works guys, literally the guys from that build Supercross. So that's the style. Like the way he builds is so good. It's just,
that's an art too.
It's because I've helped him, like I said, a bunch of stuff, and he's had me get in the skid steer and move stuff around, do things, and then I think I do something right, and he comes over and puts in like 10 more loads of dirt and shapes it like so good, and it's like, no, this is how it needs to look. I'm like, oh, okay. Just little stuff like that. But yeah, he gets pros, freestyle free ride guys out there quite a bit. I saw that it was like last minute Axel Hodge. I guess, I don't know. Dana probably knew he was coming, but I saw he was there on Instagram, and I made a comment, and he said, come out, and I was busy. So I didn't go.
Oh, dang it. Wow.
Yeah. We had other plans going that day, but it was so last minute, and I'm thankful. I've been out there when like Tyler Berman's been there, and Colby Raha, and haven't seen Axel Hodges out there though. But I actually want to get crazy and go like jump my open bike out there. I think it would be a pretty cool shot. Yeah,
I'm scary.
I think mine would break in half, but maybe like someone else's or something. I don't know. One small miscalculation. My bike's breaking in half, but
maybe call Carrie. Hey, Team Peterson, can I get a 890 sponsorship for a few days here?
Exactly. Oh man, I don't know. That'd be crazy. I think it'd be cool to see. I mean, I think I don't know. I'm trying to think of the biggest jumps we've had in hill climbs, but I know like the Hill Jam step up is pretty big, and I'm sure there's more. The back east ones I haven't been to, but man, just to like jump something like 150 feet on it,
I couldn't even imagine.
Like jump 200 feet out there. Like it's really sounds weird, but once you get comfortable, it's not that hard. And he was really really wise in looking at your riding ability, and like if you're a squid, you're not coming to where the big jumps are, and you're so like I went out there the first, and I knew how good I was or wasn't good, and I wanted no part of this stuff,
right?
And just kind of, but still wanted to be there and wanted to ride the motocross track, and the motocross track is so sick. But the big jumps was all, no way, I want no part of this stuff. And then just kind of started, hit the smallest one, which was like the biggest jump I'd ever hit. It's called second gear because you only hit it in second gear.
Wow.
and just like, went from there. And there's like, he's built a few more, but I've done the majority of the jumps out there, which is nuts. I mean, it's so cool.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's where you really like make sure your spokes are tightened and your wheels are good, because like you're flying that far, if you're because my bike's been clapped a couple times, you literally feel your wheel like wobbling in the air.
Yeah,
no.
For so long.
Jeez. Wow.
that type of stuff. Yeah, but the old KTM's hold up pretty strong.
Dang. And it just looks like the ground, they just use like all the natural terrain to make all these unbelievable features.
Yep, they are. It's exactly how it's built. Most of the landings are natural.
Wow.
That's cool.
That I don't think, besides on the track, but as far as the big jumps, it's like just a lip and then onto a natural landing.
Wow.
So, and not too many of them aren't like to where if you come up short, if you come up 50 feet short, yeah, you're screwed. But if you come up 10 feet short, you might just clap the top and then bounce. But if you go 20 feet long or 50 feet long, you have a landing to land down into. So it's kind of, once I kind of got more comfortable and familiar, it's so fun.
Yeah, they're pretty safe when they use like the big natural hills and you have huge landings. At least you have a little room.
And a lot of them too, you can kind of work up to it. If it's like a step up, you can just jump to the top. Like you don't have to go wide open. And I've just jumped it, just rolled it, and you're fine. You land in the hill. We know how to do that. Yeah. and then you just work your way up until you're just hitting it wide open.
That's so nuts. So
nuts. Yeah, it's a big place. Yeah, I have a lot of respect and admiration for that guy. If you're listening, Dana.
Yeah.
How cool that guy allows people to come to his property like yourself, and obviously top level pros and stuff. But I mean, it doesn't matter who you are when you're inviting people onto your property like that. I don't know. You just got a special place in my heart. Like that's so cool to share that. Like on a smaller version, we got to go for Logan's bachelor party to a private track, and the guy he had spent all week prepping the track for us.
Yeah.
And he just wanted us to enjoy it. And when he saw us having fun, he was having so much fun. And it's like, damn it, this is dirt bikes, right?
Exactly.
He knew what we were going to get, and he delivered it. And I can just see it in your friend Dana. Like that's what
he brings. It's so cool. Mm-hmm. And now we just pass along to our kids, he has a kid who's 6, 7.
Okay.
And I have a stepson now who's 5, and he rides 2, and my stepson's 6. Jeez, I can't get all these ages right.
That's all right.
So anyway, just with the kids, I mean, shoot, we've been building. We put in 2 or 3 little kid tracks in the last 2 years out there. Kids. There's no more big jumps are done. It's all kid tracks now. But the most fun and badass little kid tracks,
Oh, I bet, yeah. Now those kids are screwed. That's what they get. They think that's normal, right? They don't know how epic what their riding is, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I love in dirt bikes how there's so many good people in the sport, and how good recognizes good, and really cool. I mean, I think it's amazing that you've been able just to be there and ride there. I mean, that's something that's elite.
Sure.
You were just even there is amazing. It's so cool.
Sure. Yeah. No, it's pretty cool. You're right. Like Hillclimb people or motocross people, once you get over the kind of the hard shell, it seems like everyone wants to put up or whatnot. Hillclimbing is probably more open than motocross, but it's just good fun.
Right. When you were growing up, when you were riding, like, was there somebody that you liked their style? Because I when I watch you ride, like, you have a very distinctive style, like with your body and just kind of like how you sit on the bike and how you attack, like especially hill climbing. And like there was a video where you were in France, and I was watching it, and I didn't even look at it. I just saw the number on the bike, and I didn't see your jersey. And I was like, man, that looks like Joe. And then I'm like, oh shit, that's Joe. Because I looked and I saw your jersey, and it's just like you're. It's almost like, how MLB fans, they can tell everybody's swing. Like you take your jersey off. I watch you ride. I'm like, that's Joe Shipman. Like like it's like you. But was there somebody that you kind of modeled your riding form after, or is that something that just was that?
I don't know. I guess I probably would just relate to maybe like BMX stuff. Like always with BMX, we would build, we call trails where it's like a group of jumps, and you had to keep your momentum and your speed. So like the transitioning and all of that, just naturally, I think that's how it just translates over, always just trying to find the smooth line. And that's just like naturally, I don't know, like you say that and people tell me that, but dude, it does not feel that smooth to me. Trust me. I can tell you, most of the times I'm freaking pissed that there was one bump or one bobble or something. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So I can't say that it was one thing. It's probably just what I developed on my own.
Right. When you look at obviously there's a few. I think maybe I'm wrong, but like when I think of my hill climbing career, there's always like 3 rides that boom, boom, boom. I always think of. Do you have any of those? Like when you think about like, oh man, I want that one back. Do you have like a top ride or a top 3 that like
Man,
you?
dude, I'm thankful. I have a lot.
Yeah.
There was one, like obviously like when I went over in France and won and beat the time and won the event on the last run at the last time, like that was all time high, like nothing like will ever, I don't think like beat that. But like, another one that really comes to mind was the last time I was at the X12 in Utah.
Yeah.
In that big old open hill. And I just wrung my open bike's neck all the way to the top. I mean, just unbelievable. You know what I mean? And a few times that we get to do that, and I came up over the hill, and I just never had such a big like adrenaline dump, and it was like I don't know, it was crazy. It was literally like raining up there, and the sun was out, and there was like a rainbow, and it was like, what did I just like?
Did I ride into heaven?
Yeah, what did I just ride into heaven? I swear to God. And like, I sat there by myself, and I was all by myself, you know, and like started shaking. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, and that was the last time I was there. So 3 or 4 years ago now, but that heck comes to mind because it was like, did I ride to heaven? Yeah.
Right.
After that run, I was so stoked on how, you know, I just freaking held it wide open from the bottom to the top. And that's such a long hill. You know, the bike steaming like crazy. She's blowing over and I made it. And then, I'm looking around. It's like, am I in heaven? So, that one for sure, dude.
Well, that and how did you miss enough rocks? I mean, in that hill, it's just one solid rock.
When you're going that fast, you just, you don't even feel it.
Yeah.
No, I really like that hill, man. Every time I went there, I mean, aside from, you know, it was dusty or we had to wait for an hour or 2 or whatever the heck was going on. Man, that's such a fun one.
Yeah. Isn't it sick that, you know, you two, I mean, Logan and I, you traveling by car, cross country, just diesel stop after diesel stop, you know, mindless hours, your bike maintenance, you're working to pay for your bikes, you're doing all these things to get in these events, but we get to replay those events in our head every day if we want, every day. And I can't even imagine like your ride in France or that ride, like what that, like you couldn't even put it into words, like what your body feels like, but you do, like you do. And you get to relive that. And how, isn't it just sick that like this sport gives that to you any day you want it? If you're having a bad day, like it's happened to me before, like you're driving home and like you just need to get your mind in someplace else. And every now and then I'll just remind myself, like I've done a couple things I'm proud of, and you relive those moments, and it just kind of, it gets you back, doesn't it? It's just epic.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Crawl out of the bad places.
No, for sure.
No, for sure, Joel. That's awesome. That's heck yeah, dude.
And then that your memories are being in La Bresse and going over and waving the frickin' flag. I mean, it just doesn't get better. That's amazing.
No, yeah, for sure, dude. That was unreal. And the whole story, that man, riding like crap, like every single run before. I mean, Damien told me after I'd won that after Saturday that they thought they'd made a huge mistake about inviting me because I did so bad.
Thanks, Damien.
Yeah. Literally, he just says, we thought we made a huge mistake. You know, in this heavy accent. And he goes, but you redeemed yourself. You're fine. You know?
You can come back.
You can come back. And, I mean, thanks for that and for that happening. I mean, that was crazy. And that was just one of those deals where I just rode over like it was nothing. I mean, I knew I had my line. I had it all in my head and what I wanted to do. And it was like commotion before the run of what bike I was borrowing my buddy's, you know, not my buddy, but Julian's bike, who's riding, and he had just made his run. So we had to wait for the bike to cool down. And so maybe that little bit of like other stuff going on. And I had my line in the back of my head the whole time. And then so when I got in the hole, I'm like, okay, there's my line. And I just took off and went. And it just, but if I had been sitting there the 3 minutes before and just staring at the hill, you know, like a Gomer, you know, who knows what would happen. But I don't know. I like it that you just perform naturally better. You perform better just, you know, not thinking about it, are the best ones, where you just let your natural ability and you just go ride. Like every time I tell myself, I just say, just ride over the hill. Just ride your bike over the fucking hill.
That's all you got to do.
All you have to do. Just ride your motorcycle over that hill. Obviously, when I drop the clutch, we're gonna be twisted. Like, don't try to go fast. Yeah. Don't try to just get your bike over the freaking hill.
We were at Fordville.
That worked out.
We were at Fordville, and I was helping all the Frenchies, and I think it was Thomas was on one of my bikes, and I was at the line, and he probably didn't understand anything I said, but I said, "She'll do anything you ask of her. Just ask her to win." And it was Jay's older brother was on the line. He goes, "That's the best thing I've ever heard anybody tell their rider."
He didn't understand a lick.
He didn't understand a lick of it. So it's like the best speech ever, and he didn't understand. He just said, "Yep, I go."
Yeah.
This is a great lead-in. So we're going to have to take a little break. We got an unbelievable sponsor we got to pay, but we got big news. Unfortunately, some bad news. After the break, Logan can kind of fill us in. But right now, we're talking to the guy that might Wally Pip Logan here for Arette, Joe Shipman. We're going to talk after the break. We believe Dirty Joe going to Arette in Logan's place. We'll fill you in the details. We're going to take a little break, sit through our sponsor. We'll be right back.
Against the Grain Design and Print is proud to announce its partnership with Find the Line. Against the Grain works with clients to build their business and racing goals through the design and production of premium stickers and decals. We offer one-of-a-kind subscriptions for a flat monthly fee that can save you hundreds of dollars. Custom mailers, white label printing, motocross graphics, and anything else you can think of, we have you covered. It's time to print your passion. Visit atgdesign.co or email sales@atgdesign.co.
Hey there, Find the Line listeners. We will always be looking for partnerships for Find the Line. Please email findthelinepod@gmail.com to see how we can work together to grow your brand. Once again, that's findthelinepod@gmail.com. Now, let's get back to it.
Woo! Oh, ATG Design. So damn fast. I'm just thinking about, I'm doing a new scheme next year on all the bikes. I'm going to get the big package. We're going to go big. Can't wait. But we got, thanks to our sponsor for allowing this to happen. Appreciate you, ATG Design. But we got to talk a little bit more about Dirty Joe. When we were talking before, we kind of skimped over, but Logan, you guys are kind of champions here. Do you want to talk a little bit about what you remember of Joe's championship runs here?
Yeah, we're having so much fun talking about nothing that we forgot to talk about Joe winning multiple Hillclimb championships.
Yes. Yeah, that's
typical. All the important stuff we left out.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, man.
I did a little bit of digging because my first year racing the Naha series was 2017, and Dirty Joe Shipman was out of the series that year with a broken femur. But when he came back at Pendleton, Oregon, he had a number one on the Gixxer when we were pitted next to him.
That's right.
Probably the first time I started really getting to know you was around there. Obviously, we had raced together before, but
yeah,
you obviously started out 2016 with a bang. So I was kind of interested to hear about that season, and then kind of when you started actually racing the Naha series too back then.
Yeah, for sure. 2016 won the Open Championship. It was like, finally, I got that, the new 1000 that I still ride today, and had that thing dialed in. And at the time, I don't know that there's any bike heavier, but it might be one of the lightest open bikes out there. And the power it was able to make, and I was able to ride it. It was so much better than all the other bikes, so that definitely helped. And just put it all together that year. Quickly, but I had
Joe, one thing, is that the first and ever open bike you've ever had?
No, it's my second one. I had a
okay.
I had a 1428. We got from Kevin Porter.
Okay.
It was a GS 700. That's 1428. So that's like full on boat anchor.
Yeah.
And I was able to get to start riding that thing pretty good. I think maybe the best finish I had was a fourth in Snowville on that 1428 at the Naha round. And so I knew it was like, it could be competitive in the open class. And then I got the 1000 and then 15 and kind of figured it out. And then 16, just delivered. I remember the open when I won it, the open run and the big nasty, I laid it down and got fast time, won the championship, won the event. You know, like did it proper.
Awesome! Hell yeah!
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
What did the series look like that year in 16?
It was. I would say it wasn't as stacked because it was like the first year Jason Smith didn't race. Okay. So it was kind of like the first year where who's going to win because that dude, you know, cleaned house for so long.
A long time.
And I think it was Travis had won the 700 series that year. And then, oh man, whoever won the 450, I can't remember. They're going to hate me. So it was three different winners.
Yeah. Was it Logan maybe? In the 450, because he had to have been racing that.
Yeah,
at that time,
or one of the Petersons, maybe like Brett.
Could have been Brett, yeah. How many races were there?
It was this 5 race.
Okay.
Yep. So it wasn't 6, it was 5, but it was still like when Sturgis was there, Big Nasty, Washington, Carnegie, Columbus. You know.
Yep. I mean, you say it's not stacked, but. Like in my version of Naha, that's some of the heyday of it. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, no, it was I don't think like Waddell wasn't racing the full time, but still was there. And I mean, it was
epic.
Everyone was still good. There's still 5 to 6, 7 guys that can win on any weekend.
Yeah. I wasn't around as much then with that stuff, but I was kind of just starting to dip my toes into it. And like, man, when I went, rolling up and seeing like the lineup that Nedge would get everybody stacked up with, and like everyone had the pit shirts, and like it was freaking legit. It was, I mean, without a doubt, the most legit series at the time.
Yeah,
I was going, and I just remember being like shaking in my boots, seeing that, and like everyone's fancy tents, and all this crap, and Nedge had everybody lined up and set up pretty good. Like it was cool back then.
Yeah, that professionalism he brought to it was so good for it, and definitely needed, and it's still going on to today. It was so cool just to like put all that work in, or just keep racing, and like, so I knew I could win. Had won an event or podiumed a bunch, but then like to have it all for the season, you know, because it was 2016. I would say 2009 is when I started like traveling. Like I went and did the Glen Helen Hillclimb. To the Big Nasty in 2010 or something like that, and so that's kind of right around then. So it'd been 5 years of solid traveling, following the series, and getting smoked by Jason Smith.
But it's a commitment, the traveling part. I mean, if you're going to Idaho, to Montana, to North Dakota, and Washington, plus your home race. Carnegie,
sure.
That's a lot of traveling, you know?
Yeah. On top of it, back then, these were one-day races. So you're going all the way to Washington for one purse, or all the way to Sturgis for one purse.
Yeah.
And it was qualifying. So there's no guarantee that you're actually going to get to race for the money. Like
100%, especially that 450 class when they only took 15. And then there was the pre-qualified thing of the top guys in points. Yep. Which was so cool for a minute when I was actually good enough to be pre-qualified.
It's not cool when you're not pre-qualified.
When you're not, which is great, it's funny to think about how, look back, and that's the way it was for so many years. So, I mean, it was cool. You had your entry fees paid. You had, you were a top guy. You just show up and race.
Oh wow! They paid the top guys entry fees.
I'm pretty sure you didn't have to. Yeah,
I think you're right, Joe. They were getting 100 plus. I mean, no, way over 100 plus entries for the weekend. Probably 200 or 300 on average.
Oh
wow! Yeah. That's epic. Wow.
I mean, I remember you'd have to. The only time I remember was that open was like usually kind of a gimme. There'd be like maybe 35 open bikes. So
and they would that much. Right.
That first year that I went to Carnegie too, it was that same way. It's like, we drove 32 hours and had no guarantee we'd even get to race for the purse. I mean, that's fucking gnarly.
Yeah. That is, I was so happy. I'm just so good at, good enough at qualifying. I don't think I didn't qualify like maybe one time in the 450 class and made that top 15, like from the very beginning, like from when I first, I mean, and there was so much crap that could put you from 10th, 5th to 15th. Like just running order and having the hill get blown out or so
especially with some of those old hills like Pendleton and Washington back in the day when it was even more
and anytime you're down to distance, it's screwed. So anytime there's distance, if I remember that, I think the one time it was a distance deal, and the whole angle on where the laser is on the hill and all that stuff. So, and you're mad at the time and whatnot, but now we look, next time I just ride over there a little further out.
You got to know where they're shooting from and just go up.
Exactly. That's neat. That type of stuff, like just all that knowledge. Don't get too worked up about it. You just kind of use those little things to your. Just go with the flow, because it's all.
I tried to do that at Carnegie this spring, and when we were going on the 450, I tried to ride way to the left because I knew that they were shooting from the right. And I told my buddy Kevin that was help pitting for me. I'm like, I'm going to totally old guy this. The fast line's to the right, but I'm just going to ride to the left as far as I possibly can. I did it. And then when I got over there was a knoll between me and the laser person. And I lost like 120 feet.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I deserve that. I was trying to play the cards. I deserve that.
It didn't work out too good.
That's all right. It happens. Not to mention your Naha titles, but also Rockwell champion. So were you chasing both of those series at the same time? Or how did that go?
I think they were kind of was, man, at that prime time, we were doing them all. Logan knows we were doing both series, I think. And it was 16 or 17. I got a couple Rockwell ones, and man, we were just getting after it. And then Matt started a whole nother series, so we went to more hill climbs, and it was. We didn't care, if we could make it happen, we went. Same with Logan, he's got way more miles than I'll ever have. But
now that you brought it up, I'm curious if you won Rockwell championships in like 14 or 15, because isn't that when they were going to like Reno or some shit and had that like really.
But I didn't do that. I didn't do that one. The ones it would have been later during because of X12 was part of the series, and then even But I know there was that like Badlands one the Badlands. That's what they kind of just went back to this year, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Matt did that hill climb out of Reno. That was a Motoclimb one.
There was a Rockwell one once too, or maybe it wasn't Reno, but it was somewhere in Nevada.
It was Mesquite.
Mesquite. Yeah.
Club Envy for those who know.
It was like the real small
name of the club. Right? It's the name of the bar, the club we went to.
Of course.
Max Simmons and Casey Curtin stories.
Oh God.
Jeez.
Way back. I was at the motocross track at Mesquite.
Yeah,
that was cool. Yeah, that hill was, oh man, that was so funny. It was pretty steep and pretty good, but it was just sand, like literally a sand dune.
Oh wow.
So once like a line got built in, it was just a sand dune. So if you were like the last 5 guys to go, new fast time.
So I was always bummed because in 14 and 15 we didn't do the full Rockwell series, but I was doing the Billings ones. And I've got checks from those years where I'd go and win like 4 classes, and I'm like, dude, if all we had done was just go to that Reno one, and I could have just done worth half a shit.
Just go to that one race.
Sweet, but I ended up getting one at least, so it wasn't all for
nothing. Yeah, that's cool. Hell yeah.
Was it basically just you and Big Tone going to all these?
Yeah, a lot of the times, and we'd have 100% a lot of the times, and we picked up Austin Fox a few times, and he was racing because we live about 10 minutes apart from each other, so we'd tag team, and he'd ride with us when he was racing for the Petersons.
Nice.
But yeah, for the most part, I mean, it's just me and Tone.
I mean, you guys were legendary in your van packing skills. Logan, do you have a special place in your heart for the Shipman race team?
Oh, of course.
What did you guys have, like a 6-bike hitch hauler, or what was that? I can't remember.
We
Chevy Express with 17 bikes and no trailer.
Chevy Express, exactly. And a roof rack with 4 paddle tires up there and a chain wheel.
It was awesome.
Jeff Holden, he had the best one. When we'd be loading up, he'd walk up and say, "What's in the basement?" It would just be like, "Oh yeah, there's 6 more bikes down there. You can't go though."
That's great.
We get good at packing the vans. It's fun now. We got a transit, dude. We don't know what to do with all that room. It's it's weird, but man, it really is. It's so easy to load for us, and dude, it makes we don't even have it built out to, it's just open, so it's so easy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
I've even got a lot of good memories of seeing the Chevy Express rolling in and being around the pits and whatnot. So
hell yeah,
it brings them back.
Yeah.
We could go on for days on your career before, but I feel like we've done a pretty good job bringing us up to the point where we are now. But right now, another reason why we want to have you on, Logan, unfortunately, has a little bit of some bad news. And I don't know if you want to share with the fans here, Logan, what you got going on.
I'm still trying to figure out if it's bad news or if it's just no news with a combination of just being straight up lied to. But
play the caught in the chain. Play the caught in the chain. Just kidding.
Man, that's been caught pretty bad. But unfortunately, I went in for my 6-week follow-up and was told and under the impression that they were doing x-rays to see if it was healed and give me the go-ahead to start working my way back into normal life. And the PA comes in, looks at the x-rays and starts telling me about how, you just have to keep wearing that for 6 more weeks and we'll see you again. I'm like, what? Excuse me? I think I had to pick my jaw up off the ground before I started talking. But apparently with the type of injury that I had, it's pretty much always a 3-month healing process. And the nurse on the phone, or that I talked to on the phone a few days after my first appointment, just didn't tell me or didn't know, or when apparently misunderstood when I said, so after 6 weeks I can get this off if I'm healed and start going back to normal. And she said yes. So something was lost in translation between the multiple questions, but went in thinking I might be ready to go and left finding out I was halfway. So
damn it.
Good news is I think from the limited experience I have with being hurt and healing, I'm still making forward progress and hoping I'm making forward progress, but riding the couch for a little bit longer.
That sucks. God dang it. What is it about communication with the hospital? I mean, every time they fucking suck at it. The only thing they can do is just send out bill after bill after bill.
Oh, they're good at sending bills.
They're good at sending bills, right? But it's like, why can't you be a little more clear? And then you got to decipher everything because they never want to tell you the actual truth as to what you can and can't do,
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what led me. I've got an appointment to get just a second opinion with a spine specialist. It's actually tomorrow, but when I've got a PA that is, I'm sure she's a nice lady. I shouldn't talk too bad about her, but she's severely overweight, telling me that no matter what I do, it's going to take 3 months to heal, whether I'm 30 years old or 50 years old. It's like, you can't tell me if a 50-year-old sitting on the couch drinking Mountain Dew and eating Cheetos and a 30-year-old's out there doing the supplements and therapy and being active that you heal at the exact same time.
Right.
But
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah. No,
obviously they can't tell me to push it and any of that stuff. So they have to be safe and cover their ass, but part of the game.
It just sucks too, because it's not like it's your, humerus or your, tibia.
Yeah.
It's your freaking spine, so it's like it's like one area that you really want the big bright green light before you freaking hit her. And
exactly.
That I feel for you, because it's, you don't want to sit there if you can go, but you also don't want to go if you should be sitting. So I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I feel so bad that you just can't get clarity,
Yeah. And that's I'm hoping tomorrow, because that's all I really want, is just a good understanding. Because right at this point, with the experience from the start to the finish of this, I have no faith anyone knows what they're talking about with the people I've been lined up with. So it's been a little bit rough, but
good on you to get another opinion. And I think also, I know how hard it is, because anybody that knows you knows how much competing and riding means to you in your life. And it's very smart of you to get the information from another opinion and to not just say fuck it, because you don't want to be wrong. You can't afford to be wrong, so you're doing the right thing. It might not feel like it, but I'm proud of you, because I know that besides Morgan, there's probably nothing that means more to you than wanting to go to Europe and race, but I'm proud of you for just going and finding all the facts and getting everything figured out. And I feel so damn bad that it's so painstaking to get actual answers. That just sucks.
Yeah, I was just bitching to Kirk last time. Like, why can't I just break an arm and then get some metal in it and be healed in 4 to 6 weeks? Like every time I do this shit, it's like fucking 12 weeks.
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm doing it wrong.
You don't look like you're in pain.
No, man, I haven't been in hardly any pain since the minute it happened. I mean, I don't know if you know or not, but I did it at the beginning of the day, rode 2 more times, almost won the premier class, loaded up the van, drove home, went to work, and then went to the doctor at 5 p.m. I mean, almost 36 hours later.
Jesus. Yeah.
It's like the PA that did my CT and MRI, before I was leaving, she's like, I have to offer this, but obviously you're not in pain, but do you need anything for pain pills or any of this? I'm like, I literally don't hurt that bad.
Right.
Just I can't believe she's like, people that come in here with this type of injury are usually in pretty rough shape, but I've been lucky that way. So it makes life a little bit easier.
For sure. But also nagging at the same time. Like, what the hell?
I know it's good and bad, right?
Right. Yeah, dude.
I'm not sitting here miserable in pain, but it makes you feel like you're almost ready to go when you're not.
Mm-hmm.
So. But better to be smart with this type of stuff.
Oh, for sure, dude. Health over
that. I mean, yeah, like you said, if it was an arm or something, I'd be sending it if there was metal in there. I know that for sure.
Yep.
It's an injury that nobody wants to ever face or ever have.
No.
And just once, could you just break your freaking collarbone, right? I mean, you're gonna retire at 80 and be the only person that's never broke a collarbone, right? It's like you have to you hold your intestines in your hand, you explode your ankle, and now you break your spine, right? Just one time, break your fucking collarbone, Tom. I mean, what the hell? Damn it.
Yeah. I'm pretty confident with a piece of flat stock and a couple self tappers, I could probably fix my own collarbone at this point.
Self tappers? No way. Oh my God. Yeah. That's a good one.
You had mentioned, I don't know how much you want to say, but you had reached out to another icon that we're hoping to have a guest someday about somebody that had sustained a similar injury, and it was pretty neat. Some of the input you got back. Do you want to just talk a little bit about that?
Well, life's all about who you know, and we know some good people that know some good people, and I can claim that I kind of know him, but one of the most legendary ATV quad racers out there right now. He went crashed last year and broke his neck, broke the same 2 bones that I did, but he said when he got up, it felt like his head was going to fall off. So I think his was a bit more serious than mine, but he gave me some good guidance and tips. So super thankful for that. It's Chad Weenan. I guess I didn't even say his name, but we know him well enough that he actually responded to my Instagram message and gave me some pretty good help and ideas and input. So that was, of course, super just good to hear. And, got me on some really good supplements, and I actually found a wholesaler in River Falls that sells them, and she's like, whoever your friend is super, super smart and led you in the right direction. I'm like,
cool. Yes. Thank you.
To know the right people.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, Chad. Thanks for helping my buddy out. That's cool. I appreciate you. Well, so then some bad news. Let's hope that you just get healed up, and this is just a small fly shit of a dot on the timeline. But much like last year, you were injured, and an old rider got to go to France in your stead, and now a fast older rider is going to get to go to a Arret. Is it true, Joe? Are you going to Arret?
Yeah, I'm going. At least I got a flight.
Yes.
I still haven't. Yeah, man. I still haven't ironed out all the details. With the promoters over there. But yeah, I talked to Matt. probably about the same day Logan called him with that he was hurt, or his injuries prolonged. So yeah, dude, it definitely didn't put that on my bingo card for this summer, but I'm definitely eager and happy and willing to fill the shoes and give it a go. I've been there before, so I think, with talking to Matt, I'm kind of comfortable with the traveling, and then been there before and all of that, so I kind of know what to expect and all of that. So I think that's kind of how I was kind of a shoe-in for, and can compete hopefully and do good, and to join Austin. One of our buddies, and just have some fun. Man, it's so last minute. I couldn't get anyone to go with me, so I'm gonna go by myself.
Solo Euro trip,
like full on solo Euro trip. But I talked to Austin, and his mom's going, so at least I'll have like a mom I could. If I need to go cry to someone or something like that.
It worked out pretty good, because Matt had mentioned to me a month or so ago about you wanting to go or interested in going, and then I emailed or messaged a Rhett, and they read my message, responded like the next day or something, and he's like, the first sentence was, "This is very problematic for us." I'm like, yeah, it's very problematic for me too. I got to sit home and not go to your race. Like, trust me. I'm just
wow. When you said that you couldn't go.
Yeah. And then he's like, well, we need to find another American rider. Do you have any ideas? I'm like, actually, I do. And then when messaged Matt right away, because it was kind of a loose plan, I guess, up to this point, because Matt you were a little bit hurt from the way it sounded. And
right. I hurt my foot, but I'm fine now. But so it was kind of a loose, it's all of that.
And just like it worked out pretty perfect. So hopefully they're not out anything, and you just get to take the room that they had reserved for me. And
that's as far as, I've gotten response back about that. Got the room, kind of all the same things. That's still up in the air as to what bike I'm going to compete on. We're not bringing any bikes. So I think Austin has a bike that he's going to ride. And man, it's weird. I don't want to because we know other French guys. It's not like I can just ask. And so I'm kind of just going to wait and see and just not really stress on it, at all, because it's out of my control. But just know that I'm going to get to go races, and compete on that hill. Man, I've been watching videos. It looks so gnarly.
It's gnarly. God, you're crazy. I can't wait to hear how it goes. Dude. Oh, wow.
So, there were a few times I didn't want to watch. I'm like, oh, gosh, just watching guys roll. But I don't know. I know how to fall good, hopefully, if I don't make it. But, man, I want to get over that thing. That's over. It just looks like Carnegie, on steroids. It's kinda, the same kind of brown, it looks way more rocky. Yeah. But that same dirt, green grass, it's so hopefully just kind of bring that Carnegie vibe and hold her wide.
Mm-hmm. For me, just looking at videos, it looks steep on the video. And from my history, that tells me this MFer's steep. Right?
Yeah. It looks steep on video. It's bad.
It's bad.
It looks exactly 100%.
Yeah. So I'm expecting it to be very vert at that top. That's for sure.
Yeah. Go ahead.
When I first got invited and we pulled the trigger to go, and I was like, "Oh, Morgan, we should go and watch some YouTube videos of this, and I'll show you where we're going." Because she didn't want to go originally, and then she starts watching it, and she's like, "Yeah, we don't want to go to this."
Yeah, no one wants to go. Oh man, I know. Believe me, I've been thinking about that. just all the things. Yep. But we'll give it a go, man. You only live once, and I'm just so thankful for this opportunity. And if I didn't feel confident and able, I would have passed it up. But
we'll be good. You'll be good.
You're gonna be good, Joe.
Yeah, I'm kill it. Give him my best effort, and Austin too. I want him to do. I want obviously both of us to do good, and more so just keep this relationship, with our worldwide Hillclimb friends. Yeah. And it seems like it's super solid right now. I was bummed I missed those guys out in Fordville.
Ah,
And
they love North Dakota.
You really missed out of the week in Wisconsin because you would have fit in perfect.
Oh, well, yeah, because they did the whole stay.
Yeah.
You guys went and got cheese curds and everything.
There's no way I've ever consumed more beer in 7 days than I did that week. No chance.
They don't lay up. They go for it. Yeah.
They don't lay up. No. I know.
Yeah. No,
And it's tough when they're on vacation and I'm still like trying to work for the most part.
Yeah. That's so funny. You're just coming home pissed off or whatever, just in your own trying to do your work thing, and you just got those guys.
Yeah, it was awesome. But Monday morning at 1 a.m. when I had to work, I was like, they can go home today and I will be okay.
I didn't even do half the stuff that you did, and it took me like 3 days. It was like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and finally I started like coming back out of it. I was like, I had no more energy. I was out. That's everything I had.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that's so cool. I mean, just like we're talking about, trips of a lifetime for us, that for them. I remember when they came to Carnegie, such a big deal. So just like it is for us, I mean, dude, it's so neat to go to those other countries. And I mean, even though, the food's whatever or whatever, this, that, it's different. But man, Logan, I talked to Mead the other day and he said he finally stopped smelling weird. He's like, I don't know what it is. Even his lady said, you just smell,
Probably all that puke that he got on himself.
Yeah, maybe
it was kind of funny today. I actually just got my hair cut by one of Morgan's friends, and obviously every topic is about my injury and stuff, and people like to ask how long I'm going to be doing it for, and I'm just like, I'm going to be doing it as long as I can. Like right now, I mean, I get to make a little bit of money. I get to ride my dirt bike. I get to travel the country. I get to travel the world. And it's like, man, how can you turn down these vacations? Like, literally buy a plane ticket, go to a foreign country and meet these incredible people. It's like, there is nothing that even like remotely tells me I should probably stop doing this. I mean, it's like the amount of people that we get to meet and how epic it is. And I mean, we can go damn near to any corner of the world and be within a couple hours of somebody that and then and get to know these just incredible people. And like opportunities are, I mean, I just feel blessed that I even get considered to have these opportunities, that people are messaging me to come to their club or to their hill and race for that, or just for the show. It's like, what I always say is like, for our level of talent versus the opportunity and the money that we have to make and the just the cool deals that we get to be part of, like, we're just so fortunate.
Super fortunate.
It's the best. No different. I mean, it's so cool. You're going to the gnarliest hill climb in the world, and a promoter seeked you out to tell you to come and race it. Like it's pretty huge honor.
Yep, absolutely, 100%. Yeah, so I want to do my best. Hold her down for the stars and bars.
Have you contacted Moritz?
No, man. I think Moritz is just drag racing.
Is that all he's doing now? He's not hill climbing anymore?
He's got them things wicked and dragging. But I should contact him. I haven't. Man, it's all just kind of like the last 2 weeks kind of all fell into, and then I didn't even know. Like, they haven't made an announcement yet, and they said they're going to make an announcement on their social media and all that stuff, but then they haven't. So, I don't want to just be like, hey, I'm doing all this, and I don't know. This is kind of not me, and I'm not, I'd rather just wait for it to happen and then be like, yep, this is what we're doing.
That's what you should do. If they're the ones promoting it, let them spit the fire, right? So
exactly. But,
I was going to ask you too. So you've been there a few times, and you took your bike before, but have you just rode Julian's bike when you've been in Lebrecht, or have you rode other bikes?
I rode Vincent Florette's bike too, the 1290.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. All right.
So that thing was awesome.
Oh, amazing.
That was so fun, because I don't have a twin, and that was like the only one. Or I test rode a different one, and then I competed on that one. And it was so fun to ride. Man, twins, twin to win. I get it now. That was cool. Just the rideability of it. Felt like I was just, and the way, I mean, you guys have seen, you've been, their bikes are set up, the geometry of the motor, the turn, just all of that. It really works well for their hills.
Yeah, it does.
So it just works, perfectly for that.
I want to build another swing arm and a French wheel so bad, just because it would be so fun. Like on some hills, I think like I think like at I think even like the Brick Mine or Carnegie. I don't know, maybe not the Brick Mine so much, but I don't know. It'd just be fun to try it to see if it works, and they look so damn cool. They're just amazing,
Yeah.
But,
Yep. Yeah, that is like we think our bikes are all neat, but ours are pretty cookie cutter compared to the French pits.
Oh God, oh man.
Well, Joe, we got to the year that we all went. They were all testing that bike after they rebuilt it or whatever, and we did that walk through the pits and just looked at everybody's stuff and walked around. And, like we saw that bike with like 3 million holes drilled in it.
Exactly.
And, all that stuff. Like
we were just whole circles, like literally over the whole, like the whole case. This dude took like Dremel circles and just
it was crazy. I mean, it was like 45 minutes to an hour that you and Mead probably just walked around the pits and looked at bikes, and like it was as entertaining to me as anything I've ever done, just to admire everything that they do and have done. It's so cool.
That like Twin 500 that the guy had milled the case for it.
Yeah.
That thing, that was crazy. Just weird, crazy shit you never would think of. Yeah.
There was a guy that had a forklift tire, and he like hot out like 2 paddles out of a forklift tire. So they were like 4-inch paddles of hard rubber,
Yeah, forklift tire is like a solid rubber tire, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was like, I can't even imagine how long that took, and it was like it was such precision, and I don't think it worked with the dam, but it was cool, and I love the effort.
They're not afraid to try anything.
Yeah,
it's so crazy. I mean, even like when Thomas came, he is having me order them some new Scat Tracks for out there, and sent me the specs and the tires that I'm supposed to buy, and I'm like, I am not familiar with this size tire. Can you just verify that I'm doing this right? And he sends me a picture. I'm like, suit yourself, guys.
Wow. Yeah, it must have been all over the board because you got widths, heights, I mean, everything. Oh, my God. That's cool.
I won't give their secrets away publicly, but I'm pretty sure I'm not buying a dirt bike tire here. I just want to make sure this is what you want, right?
Oh, man. They're just the best people, though. I mean, all the French riders that I got to meet over there, the ones that came over here, I just think it's so neat that we don't live thousands of miles apart. I mean, even Joe, you and Logan and I were a couple thousand miles apart, completely different environments. You go there, you don't speak the same language, and it's just we all have the same love. I mean, they all. Even they don't like people from Paris, like the people in Bresse don't like the people from Paris, like I don't like the people from Chicago, right? It's like
Chicago.
It's just like it's like we're the same freaking people. We just all have the same passions and loves. And when I got to watch Johan rip Logan's Buell and the guys riding my equipment and giving them the joy that I had being over there, it's just so fun. I just love what Matt and Damien and all the people involved have been doing over these last few years to keep this going, because we're only going to get bigger, better, build it more. Like, it's just bringing this community together is so freaking epic, Yep.
I see that, and that's why I'm like, I want to be a part of it, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
So you've been to La Bresse twice then, Joe? Is that right? So
right, I went in 22 and 23.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And this is your first time to Arret, though, correct?
Correct, yeah. So I had to look on the map where it is. It's like almost Spain.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a few miles from the border up in the mountains there.
I'm actually really bummed about that because it'll be beautiful down there.
Yeah, it looks pretty. Yeah, the weather doesn't look too bad. Yeah. The town looks like half the size of La Bresse, which is La Bresse is small. So I don't know, but it's fine. We'll be good. So yeah, we'll see. They're gonna the whole me going by myself thing. I was gonna have I told my dad to come, but he had a surgery plan that he's had, just a little one in his thing, and but anyways, because I can't reschedule that. and he's having it like on the Monday I leave. So, and then Kaysen, he's in school. I was maybe thinking of maybe bringing Kaysen, but he's in school and all that, and just didn't work anyway. So I'm just gonna send it.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm thankfully I'm confident, and I don't know. As long as I find the town okay by myself, I think I'll be good. That's like literally my only is like just get to the town, get to Austin and back, and then I'll have like that's all. Yeah.
I'd never even traveled to Europe before I went there, and I was really nervous because I'm not a big out travel person, and I live in a very small town.
Sure.
But I was just the other day listening to somebody that is a world-renowned traveler, and he said something that I never really thought of before. But he's like, when you travel out of country and you go to other places, he's like, you don't speak, Italian or Russian or whatever, because like when you're in Europe in the Alps and there's a person from Finland skiing and they bump into somebody from Greece, he's like, the people in Finland don't speak Greek and the people in Greece don't speak Finland, but you know what they both speak a little of? English. And he's like, even though we don't speak the language, he's like, we speak the one language,
the world language,
every other world tries, they'll know a little. And he's like, it's really important, try to learn a little bit of wherever you travel, but understand that no matter where you go in the world, you'll find somebody that speaks a little English. And when I heard that, I was like, damn it. That's kind of reassuring. It's like, you don't want to be that person, but also if something happens, you need to communicate, so I guess we have that, right?
When we were with Thomas the night that they left, or the night before they left too, we were just talking about this, and I was like, I wish I could speak more French or would have been able to take it in high school or blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yes, but you only speak French in France, but you speak English everywhere. I'm like, all right, true.
Okay,
I'll just continue being lazy.
That's fun. Yeah.
We'll just be dumb Americans. That's fine.
That's good. I don't know too much French either. You could communicate. You can get some English, and then the kids, like you're talking to children, they learn English in school, so they're almost fluent. So it's you need to talk to the little kids and stuff. That was super fun. Super fun at the La Bresse. It's just neat that to we're a big deal when we go to pro hill climbs. You're Logan's champion and wins and stuff. But man, when you're you're on the poster as the American rider that is traveled to this small town. I mean, they really hype it up, and it's really neat.
It's crazy.
And it's crazy.
I'll never forget that first trip when I went there in 19, because it was kind of right when the Americans just first started coming back. So it was a big deal. And then it was just me. So I was like on all these posters, and like there were a couple times where a few people, just random people off the street, like recognized me from whether it was from the posters or whatever. And it's like, wow, this is crazy.
It's like we don't ever get that status.
No, like it's a big deal. And
it's a big
pretty
deal.
Freaking cool to be part of. I mean, I don't even get recognized like that in my hometown.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Right.
No. Yep.
That's fun.
So I want to give her a go.
Man, well, we hope that you find the bike that you want and the bike finds you, Joe.
I don't have a choice.
Remember to leave all your tags on your gear, because when they inspect your gear, it's got to have a tag on it. We had that issue with Logan Mead last year where he didn't have, he took the tag off of his chest protector and they wouldn't accept it.
No way. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So make sure you leave the tags on your stuff or whatever.
Yeah. Knock on wood. I haven't had trouble with luggage. I remember Waddell's gear didn't come or bag or something when we went. Knock on wood. I'll try to get all that dialed.
Right.
That's crazy about the tag. You got me freaking out now.
They went through it, and then it was funny. You had to have a chest protector, and then his didn't have a tag. So then Petey just gave Logan his, and he walked up and gave Petey his, and he chested it. And then Logan doesn't even wear one, so he didn't even have one on anyways. He just teched one, and then so whatever.
I totally did that with Julian when I went the first year, because my chest protector, I guess, wasn't like code. It's like an underwood or something. So I just wore his. Totally did that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's funny. I mean, it's kind of cool though. I did think it was neat. Like they look at your helmet. I think that's kind of important. Like I mean, I totally
and
get
then
that.
Something. This is silly stuff. Remember, we brought our bikes. Our tethers were bad. So we have like elastic or our tethers, and then they pull and they stretch. You can't have that. So
Serious?
I remember Dan and we had to get some rope, and we just cut a piece of rope, and we did it that way because it had to be like 6 inches or something silly.
Wow. I remember at Rockwell back in the day, they'd measure and you'd have to tie a knot. It could only be so many inches.
Oh, okay.
Your tether switch. I remember that, but
okay. Yeah. This was way short. I mean, ours were bad, so we had to switch it up. But
I just remember
I won't have to worry about that. I'm riding someone else's bike.
Thomas's bike had like a weird plug-in. It was like an electrical plug-in.
Yep.
And it wasn't tight. And I was like, does this come loose? He's like, it's fine. And I'm like, man, like it wasn't great. And I'm like, I love the pingle, like that mechanical snap of a pingle. And I was so nervous the whole time that thing was just going to fall out going up the hill.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's all good. It works. Their bikes are amazing.
Hell yeah.
So we're got to do one little thing here, Joe. I know you're new to the podcast, but we have this segment where it's called What's Caught in Your Chain. And, sometimes you're out riding, you hear a tick, 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 and it's like, is that a piece of barbed wire? Did I pick up a banner? There's something. It's caught in your chain. It's something that's bothering you. It could be very trivial. It could be something very big. But can you find it, Logan? RIP to our producer, Luke. He couldn't make it. His internet's dead. So
rolling smooth and bam, it hits. Something in your sprocket throwing fits. A pebble, a problem, some petty pain. Time to sound off. What's caught in your chain?
Luke, he kills it with the sounders. That's awesome.
Pretty good.
But we got a little one. And do you mind if I start, Logan? I don't know if you guys got anything, but you mind if I start? This is just a little trivial, a little minor. But what's bothering me is fucking stats, okay? Was everybody else on Instagram last year when we saw Colby on American Hillclimb have these unbelievable stat sheets with our pictures, our points, boom, 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 after race, everything? How amazing, all the shares, all the likes, it was doing so much for us as a sport and riders, and it was making big headways. When those came out, they were getting tons of likes, tons of shares. It was putting eyes on our sport, and that's where fans come from. They want stats. I want that for everything. And we just had the Great American. I don't even know what the hell happened. I didn't see a damn thing. I think Jake won the championship, but I'm not sure. I never saw like an official
news.
Okay,
yeah,
all right,
it was. That was all my info came from RP4.
Yeah, I know Jake won the 600 from RP4. That's what I got. But we need, and I think it's important. And I wonder, is it something where these organizations, they're not completely, they're operating on a small budget, but there's a budget there. Is there some way that we could say, hey, let's go to the local college, let's find somebody that's in the creative arts or the graphics degree, let's give them $1,000 and say, we're having 4 events. The Monday after the event, I need you to compile these statistics and put them out, right? So that, you can put something, get somebody that has a creative eye to build these and put it, because they're very, very important. And I just think like as a sport, we need fans. That's how our sport will get pushed up is by having lots of fans, and they crave statistics like that. So I plead to all the people involved in all of the series that we compete in, that we support, that we love, put an emphasis on these stats, on these statistics. It's important.
I'm going to put a little more harsh than you, but with Colby not being here and doing this type of stuff and us not getting timely results and stuff posted, it's taken a lot of momentum that the series had been building right out of it. I mean, it's really disappointing to not see a little bit better stats and media coverage or news or anything after the events, And I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying it feels a little bit different being at the races this year without him there and without all the good graphics and media afterwards. And of course the stats and the results being posted up. It's super important for people that want to keep track of the sport. And if you don't give them something to watch for, they just don't watch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And those things make a huge difference. And hey, I'm telling you right now, Colby's not a dead lead. You know, like if somebody put an offer together, it's not going to cost you a ton for what we need. You know, he went, I would say he even went too far. Like it was so unbelievable what he was doing that you could tone that back probably halfway and still get a lot of growth out of it. But it was the consistency. It was the professionalism that he had with everything. It stood out. It was amazing. It felt like we were part of the motocross series or the supercross series. Like it was epic. So I miss you, Colbs, and damn it, your impact was felt and no more now than ever. Thank you for saying that, Logan, how you put that out. But I mean, it's, so yeah, that's caught in my chain. It's a big banner, caught in my chain.
Yeah, that's a big
Dang it.
Yeah. Joe, anything? I mean, I can't imagine anything ever bothers you.
I'm pretty stoked right now. I don't know that my chain's got too much thought. I'm just literally trying to think of it when you mentioned this.
The only issue you got is that it's still 2 weeks away from leaving, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I got 2 weeks away. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
I don't see anything bothering you. I think you're fine.
Dude, yeah, not too much.
All right,
I guess. I just got a note from the trash company that they're going to start videoing what we throw away in our trash cans.
Oh, come on.
And then if we throw anything illegal, they're going to have they have smart trucks. That actually really pissed me off yesterday.
Damn. That's
You should
hardcore.
just every time write a note that says, I hate this trash company or whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
So they got these new smart trucks that are going to video what we throw away, and then you're going to get fined and all that if you throw away the wrong recyclables or whatever stupid California laws. So
I would allegedly be in trouble when I allegedly throw my oil filters in the garbage.
Seriously? Yeah, I'm like, I'll throw it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And I'm actually pretty bad. We live down a dirt road, and where everyone puts their cans is like a halfway point, so everyone kind of uses the same area where the trash is picked up. So, man, if my can's full and neighbor John's isn't, dude, there's definitely some stuff going in there. Anyway.
You have to keep the hazmat bag for the neighbor you don't like.
Yeah, exactly. I can see that happening here when they start regulating this stuff. Yeah. But anyway, that's literally like, man, I've been trying to think of something that pissed me off, and that definitely did yesterday.
That is bullshit. That is bullshit. Yeah, F that company.
Yeah.
Tom, you got anything?
But not too much, guys.
No, well, mine's the typical up here, but I had another bad experience with it. Well, first off, I don't know what the hell is wrong with Pierce County, but why can't we just fix the entire road when we have the entire road closed down for a summer?
Oh my God.
Why do we have to close down the 2 major highways in our area at the same fucking time?
Oh, God.
Okay, so we have Highway 10 closed all summer last summer. Why don't we just do the whole thing instead of doing 95% of it and then reclose it down this summer again? That make sense.
Yes.
It doesn't. And then at the same time that you close that down, let's completely redo the other main highway that connects the other 4 cities in this county.
So annoying.
What? I don't understand.
And it's all ran by the county, so it's not like it's all the same.
These are all in the same county.
So yeah.
These 2. Yeah.
Wow.
So some dipshit approved that and signed off on that plan.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see him try to convince me that was a good idea.
I mean, this is like a civic engineer or something that tried to do this, isn't it?
The dude that signed off those plans makes way too fucking much money.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much. But he's some sort of engineer.
Probably gave himself a raise last year.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that shit.
It's just insanity to have that road closed all summer. Like Highway 10, this major highway between all the main cities in our county, they completely closed it for like 20 miles almost.
What?
And they left one hill. And now this summer, they're taking this whole hill out. So they've got an excavator and a dozer and all this shit taking the hill out.
Yeah.
So when something like that happens, they just close it down and you got to detour through side roads or whatever.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yep.
California, there's so much traffic and population that they're keeping one lane open at least if it's a 2-lane road or it's one way or I don't know. There's no way that it's just going to be the whole thing for 20 miles closed down.
It sucked. The one little bar pretty much put out of business last year.
Yeah,
nobody
that was
could get
tough
to it.
too.
It was awful.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it made our like 8-minute drive to that bar like 25 almost. It was like it killed it.
Yeah. Jesus.
And then just typical stupid drivers. I had another run-in tonight of somebody that couldn't read the sign that says, well, he must have been from Minnesota and recently moved because he had Wisconsin plates, but didn't use a blinker once and then threw his hands up in the air because he was trying to parallel park without using his fucking blinker, and I was too close to behind him.
Yeah, you're like, I have no idea what you're doing here, dude. You
can't just halfway pull into a lot and not turn your blinker on.
Oh, man.
And then I don't know if you ever take the back, it's kind of like the back road through downtown, Joel, but if you're coming off 94 to downtown Hudson, you can take a left at the first stoplight and then go on that road, and there's like no stop signs.
Yeah.
There's a stop sign, and right below it, it says right turn, no stop. Every dumb motherfucker that takes that road stops and then turns right and doesn't put their blinker on.
Oh, God.
It's like, I just want to, it's like, I wish I just had a dump truck and just run into them, push them off the road. It's like, just read the sign.
Yeah.
Well, it was rough.
Now you can just kind of give them some music though with the Subaru, right?
Yeah,
you can just rev them up and give them some turbo action.
It'd be an option.
Maybe you have to go hood stack with that, just so you can kind of let people know where you're at.
Yeah, I need something.
Well, dang it, Joe! Thank you for sharing your time with us tonight, and we're so proud that you're going to be over in France, repping United States. And dude, we're going to be just cheering so loud from the States for you. And sorry that it happened to be because of Logan's bad luck, but I can't think of someone that's going to exemplify our aura. And man, just want you over the top of that hill so freaking bad, bud.
Yeah, I'm pumped. If there's someone taking my place, I'm pumped it's you.
Oh, thanks, Logan. Seriously, thanks. That'd be fun. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm pumped. It'll be fun.
Well, man.
Before we go, can we play the theme song? Since I'm at the controls, I got to abuse them.
You can do whatever you want. You're the producer.
Find the line between calm and wild, between dirt kick dreams and a fearless child. Throttle open, no rewind. Life's not straight, but you find the line. Logan, although a little sus, drops the truth clean and raw. Joe brings fire, no fake applause. Producer Luke's got the dials in check, making every crash sound like a flex. Lessons from the track, stories that bite. This is where wrong turns lead you right. So if you ride, climb, fall, or rise, this show's for the ball with burning eyes. Tune in, gear up, leave doubt behind. With Joe, Logan, and producer Luke behind the line. It's time to find the line.
I like where it says Logan is a little sus.
Yeah, you did me dirty there.
Your brother did that song.
Yeah, you can tell that.
The AI stuff is getting too much. I don't know if it's a dangerous weapon in Luke's hand.
Oh yeah, that is.
Hell yeah, that's. All right. Real quick, I have to send you guys. Some guy made one for my dad about photo art, and yeah, it's gold.
I gotta see it.
It's gold. Yeah, I'll send it to you guys.
Yeah, Luke's gonna want that for Instaclip. We're gonna have to have Big Tone song on there.
Yeah, my dad loves it. He thought, this is so cool. You hear this song? I'm like, it's fucking ridiculous, Dad. No.
Oh man,
that's so good. So yeah, I'll send that to you guys.
Oh yeah. Well, thanks again for coming on. We had a good time.
Yeah, boys, good times.
Thanks, Joe. Go kill him.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Come on. Mama told me one day I'ma grow up big and I'ma be a king. And my papa told me it's okay to sit where shit hurts. Don't forget your dreams, cause they'll get you through